Hi students, how are you? Very good evening. Today I am going to teach you very important theorem in Riemann integration, that is fundamental theorem of integral calculus 1, right? Okay, I am writing here. Check it. If okay, state and prove fundamental theorem on integral calculus 1. Okay? One. Statement. If G is continuous and differentiable function on closed interval a comma b and G dash is integrable on closed interval a comma b, then integration a to b G dash is equal to G of b minus G of a. This is the statement of the fundamental theorem of calculus 1. Okay. Now I am going to prove this one. Listen properly and see properly. Proof. Here two conditions are given to us. One is continuous and differentiable. Second one is the what? Integrable. G dash is integrable. Right or not? Okay. First second one I am taking. Then after first one I will take. Okay? Fine. Then we have to show integration a to b G dash is equal to G of b minus G of phi. Okay. Given that G dash is integrable function on closed interval a comma b. Then there exists a partition P on closed interval of a comma b such that, what is that? U G dash comma P minus L G dash comma P less than epsilon for all epsilon greater than 0. Give equation number 1. This is the what? I already told you, Cauchy's criterion, right? This is the Cauchy's criterion of integrability. Okay, fine. From this, I am writing that this implies from this one, this is the lower Riemann summation, this is the what? Upper Riemann summation. L of G dash comma P is less than or equal to integration a to b G dash is less than or equal to what is that? U of G dash comma P. Understand? Okay, right. Now P. P is the what? Partition point, right? P is equal to, how we are writing? A is equal to T naught, comma T1, comma T2, dot 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 of Tk, Tk minus 1, dot 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 Tn, where Tn is equal to B, last term, right? Okay. Okay, fine. First condition is given to us. G is a what? Continuous and differentiable. Given that G is continuous and differentiable function on closed interval A comma B, right? Fine. Then for each some value I am taking, XR belongs to closed interval Rth segment. What is that? Tk minus, I am written here wrong. Tk minus 1 Tk. Okay. Tk minus 1 comma Tk. Okay. By mean value theorem. Mean value, that is the Lagrange's mean value theorem, right? By mean value theorem. What is that? That is nothing but G dash of XR is equal to G of Tk minus G of Tk minus 1 divided by Tk minus 1. I told f of B minus f of A by what? B minus A. Okay. Instead of B and A, we are taking what? Kth segment. Okay. Fine. This implies, multiply this one here. G dash of XR Tk minus 1 is equal to G of Tk minus 1 multiplied here, right? Summing on both sides. Summing on both sides. Okay, నేను summation తీసుకుంటా. Okay now? Fine. Summing on both sides. How are writing? That is summation. K is given now. K is equal to 1 to n. Okay, you can take this one. Oh, no problem. Okay, K is equal to 1 to n. G dash of XR Tk minus 1 is equal to summation K is equal to 1 to n G of Tk minus g of tk minus 1. Have you understand? Okay, fine. I will get this value. I will open this summation. Okay. I will open the what? Right hand side. Left hand side I will keep like that only. So this is equal to open summation. K is equal to what? 1 to n. And 1 to n. So tell me what you are getting. First one. G of T1. G of T0. This is one part. Plus, again we are taking K is equal to what? 2. G of T2 minus G of T1. Are you getting now? Understood or not? Okay, fine. Plus, the last one I am writing that G of Tn minus G of Tn minus 1. Understand now? Fine. All the terms are cancelled. All the terms are cancelled. Except what? First and last means G of here G of Tn minus G of T0. That is equal to you got G of Tn is nothing but B minus T0 is nothing but what? A. Have you understood or not? Okay, fine. You got here what is on the left hand side? Summation K is equal to 1 to n G dash of XR into Tk minus 1 is equal to you got this one. Give equation number something for this. I will give equation number 2. Okay, fine. But we know that the Riemann summation and or Darboux summation, right? We know that the Riemann summation, I'm writing that one S is equal to, what is that? Summation K is equal to 1 to n G dash of XR into Tk minus what is that? 1. So this implies, instead of this what can I write? G of B minus what is that? G of A. Understand? Give it as the equation number 3. Okay. Right? Okay, fine. Now, G dash is the condition of the integrable. Remember, very, very important. Now, G dash is integrable. Definition of the integrable condition. Now, G dash is integrable on closed interval a comma b. Closed interval a comma b. Then there exists then there exists P, the partition point, and epsilon greater than 0, comma delta greater than 0, such that Now g dash is the integral in closed interval a comma b. Then for all epsilon greater than 0, there exists delta greater than 0 such that mod s minus integration a to b g dash is less than epsilon, right? Fine. Since epsilon greater than 0 is negligible value, letting epsilon is equal to 0, very small fractional value, right? Nearly equal to 0, epsilon value, right? This implies mod s minus integration a to b g dash is equal to 0. This implies s minus integration a to b g dash is equal to 0. This implies you're taking this one to that side. What you are getting? First I will write this one. A to b g dash is equal to, can I write s or not? Yes. Otherwise, you can put minus here. Minus. Now minus, you are taking this one to that side. Minus you get plus. So you got integration a to b g dash is equal to x is equal to how much? From equation 2 or 3 I think, that is f of b minus what is that? F of a. This is the fundamental theorem of what? Integral calculus 1. Have you understood now? Bye now. Okay, try to read properly. Okay.